So as I continue my series on the little talks I gave from this last weekend on Our Lady of Guadalupe and Ignatian spirituality, I brought you to this image of Our Lady, Madonna de la Strada, which was the image that was in the church that was originally given to the Jesuits in Rome, and then in that same place they built the beautiful Church of the Gesù. But we've always had a devotion to her. So here at the retreat house, we have in one of our covered walkways, we have this beautiful image of her. And so I wanted to share that as I talk about this last theme that I talked about it. And that has to do with the fact that in Ignatius's life, there were these extraordinary experiences of the Blessed Mother appearing to him, or of other revelations from God that were very, very powerful and had a tremendous impact in his life. It was as though the supernatural reached through the world in which he was living and touched him and brought incredible things to him. But even apart from what was extraordinary, in his own mind, it was very, very important to be able to sense how God was speaking to him day by day, day in and day out. And then he shared that with us as he gave us the rules for discernment, so that during the retreat, the retreat director could help the person to know which of the movements going on inside the person are from God and which are not. And also, just in everyday life, to be able to determine, what things God might be directing one to do. In many ways, we overlook the fact that is really something remarkable. The fact that the Lord, God, would want to speak to us, and in this world in which we're caught up in what's practical and routine and everything, the Lord is still speaking to us. It's extraordinary. And one of the gifts that we have to help us to enter into that is the fact that we experience the love of the Blessed Mother also in our lives. And as so many people from Our Lady of Guadalupe, Our Lady of the Way, Our Lady of Lourdes, Our Lady of Fatima, have received blessings from her, but also in many ways sense a tremendous love that comes from the Blessed Mother. And again, that's something in a practical, routine day or life is really remarkable, because what we are saying is that there is this reality that undergirds all the rest of reality, or this reality beyond this reality that actually is more important and gives to our lives here that we live such a beautiful flavor and a different perspective, and allows us therefore to be in contact with God. So the Blessed Mother in her love leads us to her Son, leads us to the Father, so that we know that we live in a world where we are deeply loved. But we also know that what we see around us that can so captivate our eyes so that we become blind to that other beautiful reality of God is something that is only passing. But there is an eternal reality that speaks to us every day. And St. Ignatius knew this. He gave us rules for that. He experienced that. And through the Blessed Mother, he too came to realize that God was speaking to him. And may that happen to us as we today talk about the wisdom of St. Ignatius.